Hey, Pals Pioneers, if you're new here, please consider subscribing so we keep the pals beating. Now, you guys, I do not think we will ever stop talking about our very own DJ Somebody. Now, we are going to talk about him not only because he was shot dead, but because he was allegedly involved in illegal activities in South Africa. So, because of that, we are going to talk, especially because when he was shot dead, we were really heartbroken. We had so many questions like, who would want DJ Somebody dead? Like, why our artists, our legends are being killed every other year? So, yeah, before I dive deep into it, let's just take a look at this and also look at his name and do consider following him on TikTok.
DJ Somebody was not murdered. He was injured on duty. It's a workplace fatality. He was not murdered. Popita Jokaran was murdered. Armand Swart was murdered. In a different case, Mpho Mafule was murdered. Okay, we cannot paint all these people with the same brush of victim. They are not. The one was misinvolved and an active participant in something that was gonna take him, and it did take him. It's the name of the game. If when justice is served, we must understand that Bobita Jokaran is gonna get justice. Mpho Mafule is gonna get justice. Armand Swart is gonna get justice. This one is not justice. It's the name of a game that a man chose to play. Unfortunately. And I'm by no means saying that don't mourn your Grootman, because he's your Grootman, right? By no means saying you mustn't grieve him. I am also just simply saying that he was doing bad things that affected people very negatively, and he is not a victim. The people that caught stray bullets, those are the victims. The people that were involved in trying to stop this bad thing that he was involved in, those were the victims. When drug dealers, drug lords, drug traffickers start hurting each other and some of them fall in that battle, we cannot paint them as victims. Strong. He has songs that he's put out, he has songs that he's part of, but he doesn't have more than 5 hit songs. Chigi Chigi, he owns a nightclub. When? When do you own a nightclub, sir? Guy doesn't have more than 5 hit songs, man. When do you own a nightclub? To make things worse, I know people in business. I know people in the alcohol business. I know people in the restaurants business, right? No drug lord or no drug dealer will approach you without proximity. Like, how close are you with, like, none of them have ever spoken about, yeah, no, some people are here forcing me to clean money for them. Don't lie. Don't lie. None of them have ever told me about that. None of them have ever told me about that. We're gonna get to the celebs issue. None of them have ever told me, Horia, somebody came to my restaurant and is forcing me to clean money for them. Yeah, the drugs. None of them has ever said that to me, right? And this is why I'm saying I don't have. Well, there isn't evidence put out, right, that he actually was really involved, but like. The gun is smoking. There's a fire here, right? My other thing is, so on the one hand, you're saying he was forced into it, but on the other hand, his lifestyle says opposite. His lifestyle says totally the opposite, right? It doesn't make sense to me that when you have 5 songs, all of a sudden you have the nightclub, all of a sudden when you need private security for what? For what? For what? Unotlakana lebo kamumphela ko Rosebank as mali one. Hit after hit after hit. When you need private security for what? For what? Right? And also, it also doesn't make sense to me that we're saying this guy is not involved in all these things when he's involved. Libo cat. Come on now. Come on, right? I also have the following issue with him, right? So on the one hand, the fans are saying, on the one hand, the fans are saying, no, he didn't know what he was getting himself into. Brian, let's be grown-ups. Let's be grown-ups, okay? Let's just be grown-ups. Let's be grown-ups. But also, let's speak about the celebrities themselves. The truth of the matter, whether you want to accept it or not, you watching this live, the truth of the matter is that 80% of these places that host these celebrities, 80% of these places that book these celebrities cannot afford them. Based on the price of the beer and the price of the ticket and the number of people you have lined up in that, no way it does not make business sense. It does not make business sense. If an artist is gonna charge you 70,000 for 30 minutes, it does not make business sense. Most of these artists for the price that they charge, vacation. What I'm saying is, for the price that these people charge, you have to sell mountains of beer to pay one artist. You have to pay mountains of beer. I mean, Otola, a place, Yakokasi, that can contain a maximum of 400 people, maximum. A maximum of 400 people. Utola these pubs, Sakokasi, like your I don't want to say the names of things now, but these popular pubs, they cannot contain more than 300 people, those places. By miracle, they'll contain 400 people, right? So you're talking, let's talk math now. We're talking 400 people, né? At the place, Uipukile. You brought in DJ A, DJ B, you brought in singer A, singer B. They all charge you an average of 60,000, right? An average of 60,000. It's a Saturday night. An average of 60,000. You have your lineup there, right? That's 240,000 just for the artists. You need to spend at least 200,000 if you want those four artists. At least those 4 or 5 artists, you need at least 200,000. Or a 6-pack. How much is a 6-pack? Let's say a 6-pack. Let's say you're selling a biyaka 30 rand. Right? If you're selling a beer at 30 rand, your 6-pack will be 180. Let's say you register you're expensive, right? You register at 50 rand, which I've seen in some places. I went to I won't tell you again because now people are threatening me, or I can't now say locations because now people will circle and but let's say the 6-pack is 50, a beer is 50 rand, which means that 6-pack is 300 rand, right? 6-pack at 300. I get, yeah, sharp. To pay an artist 200,000, you have just from beer alone. You need to spend close to 1,000. You need to sell close to 1,000 6-pack. Go rooftop A. 350, right? So in order to make 200,000 that day, you need to sell at least the 6-pack, say close more than 700. Yeah, the 6-pack, just to pay the artists. You haven't broken even. You haven't paid for security. You haven't paid for anything. You need to sell 1,000. If you sell 1,000 6-packs, you've made 350,000. You can pay for the artists, you can pay for security, you can pay for the stage, you can pay for you need to at least sell 1,000 6-packs. Odibea guy, the 6-packs 8,000. If you go into Tops right now, you won't find 1,000 6-packs. You won't.
New Sensodyne cavity.
If you go into Tops right now, you'll find 6-packs there, but I promise you won't find 1,000. This is why I'm saying that most of these artists are paid by money that does not make financial sense, that does not make accounting sense, that does not make basic volume sense, length times breadth times height. Odibea guy, it's 8,000. Where? So really, how do these people get paid? How? The truth is that a lot of bad things are happening in society, and that money needs to be cleaned and it needs to come into the system. Now, I'm not getting in the way of people's hustle here. Please also hear me. Please also.
Pulse Pioneers, I genuinely want to hear from you. Like, what do you think about what the guy just said? Like, do you agree with him or do you disagree? Like, what is your opinion about the overall of the video? So personally for me, I do agree with him. Fortunately for some and unfortunately obviously for some, but I do agree with him, you guys. And the unfortunate part here is that DJ Sumbody was a South African, right? So if it was a Nigerian, we would be saying something different right now. But because it's South African, or there will be people who are saying no, maybe he was forced, maybe he was, all these things. But if he was living this lavish lifestyle, if he was benefiting, how was he forced? How was he forced? Like, there was a gun to his head, like, yes, you have to be doing this and this and that. I don't think so. But if you also have like a different point of view, also let me know. Like, do you think even if he was, like, indeed he was involved in this illegal activities, was he forced? Personally, I don't think so, because this guy was buying clubs everywhere. Like, he was just that guy with clubs. And where is the heat? Like, was he booked like that every other month? Not every other month, but every single week. Because we know that celebrities or artists that are doing well, like Abokamumpela, Zingumalo, we know that they are booked every single week. It does not matter if it's January, February, like, they are forever booked. Like, was DJ Somebody like that? Even if he was, like, did he have the money to be buying like clubs, or do you know something that we do not know? I don't know, man. For me, this guy makes so much sense, and sometimes you just have to call spade a spade. We can't be running away from the truth, because if it was someone from out of the country who was caught, or there was an evidence saying yes, this guy was a drug dealer, we would be saying, yeah, abahambe. We would be saying, yes, they are finishing our children, they're finishing this and that. But if it like, we would be saying things differently. Like, to be honest, that is the honest truth. But because it's DJ Somebody, now people are trying to, like, just sustain him with this. Yeah, we have to sustain his dignity. But if he was doing illegal activities, then we should be saying these things. And I know someone will say, no, but we have to wait for the court to say yes, like, to provide the proof to say yes, this guy was doing this kind of things. We don't have to wait for that. We do not have to wait for that, because they will take time. This might be coming up after 5 years. We have seen with Senzo Meyiwa, they do have proof. You have had advocate therefore saying, Kelly wants to tell the truth. Kelly wants to come and tell the truth on who shot Usenzo, but no one is arresting her. Like, no one is questioning her. No one is doing anything. But the warrant of arrest is there. It is there, but no one wants her to come. Like, it's like, hello, what are we doing here? All thanks to General Mukwanazi, because we would not be here today. We would not be knowing about TK. We would not be knowing about the people who ended DJ Somebody's life. Not only about him being involved in illegal activities, but like things like who killed him. And I just hope that because of General Mukhwanazi, we will be knowing very soon who ended AKA's life. I think that will be a big one, a big one, you guys. And we want to see the arrest. We want to see people going to jail for the longest time, for their whole life actually, for killing people like AKA, you guys. And not only famous people, like even in the rurals, you guys. We want to see justice. Like, hello, we can't be saying a high profile just because, yeah, this person was famous. No, there are people who are getting killed each and every day in the rural areas, and no one is doing anything about it because it does not reach the social media platforms, you know. But yeah, you guys, let me know what you guys think about this. I will definitely see you on the next one.